Testing. All right, let's get into it. The Philadelphia Eagles are on the plane probably right now on the way back from beautiful, sunny Tampa, Florida, and they escape with the win. They got out to a fast start today. I think it was 24-6. And when you're playing against this is a Super Bowl contender, Tampa, they're going to keep coming. That's been an MO. That's a great team, a great defense, a great defensive coordinator. Pro Bowl quarterback, great offensive line. As you've seen, a lot of times the Eagles blitz, they picked up the blitz. The Eagles started off scorching this game. The defense and offense and special teams started off hot, but the offense did enough to win, even though they stalled out in the second half. And one thing you have to do is you can't just expect the Philadelphia Eagles to have their way with every team, every down. Right? You can't expect that. Like, teams are going to go in, and you got to give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Todd Bowles, you got to give these guys credit for it's 11 on 11. I know we're so used to seeing teams go up and down the field and pass the ball and do this and do that, and but good coordinators are going to scheme against to stop all the weapons that we had. It's been, and Saquon just said, it's been a full year of how to stop this offense. Somebody gives you a full year, a full offseason on how to stop the Super Bowl offense, you're probably going to be successful. But the bottom line is the Eagles lead 4-0. The Commanders lost today. The Cowboys are probably going to lose tonight. We'd be like two games in front in the division race. And people will find a way to complain about something. Y'all don't come from the era that I come from. I come from the era where it was called Blackout Sunday, where you never known if the Eagles game was going to come on because they didn't sell enough tickets. So you had to wait and pray up to like 11:30 every single Sunday that hopefully the game will be on. Like, you would literally turn to the channel and it wouldn't be on because it wasn't enough people to sell tickets. This is the greatest era of Eagles football, and all we do is fucking complain in week 4, bro. Now, yeah, the offense, first of all, it starts up front. Now, we scored 4 points. We had a block punt. So 24 points. We're on our average. Our average has been 25 points. That's a good average. You might want to like a little 28, 29, but 24 is enough. That has been typically enough for us to win. If we were able to get to 24, 25, our defense typically last year and this year were holding opponents under 19, 18 points a game. But we need to pump the brakes just a little bit. I see the AJ Brown stuff. And I get it. He had some targets today. The ball did not get to him. He didn't have, and quite frankly, they were sitting down on some of the, they were sitting down and coming up and knocking the ball down. So I don't know what's going on if he's not running like he used to. I don't know if they're not scheming him up like he should, but he's the type of guy that usually wins one-on-one. And Jalen is known to give him the ball when he wins. Let's not act like we don't have a history of this shit. When he gets open, Jalen puts the ball on him. So maybe he's not getting, I don't know. I can't quite definitively say because I ain't watched the whole view shit, which I don't, because I'm not getting paid to do that shit. So I'm not watching all 22 shit. I'm looking what I see on TV. And today they had the blanket on AJ. Now, I'm sure there was times that he was there. Maybe Jalen Hurts didn't get to him. They had the fucking blanket on him today. And that just happens to the best of them. Sometimes it's not your day. I don't want to feed into whatever else is going on with AJ. I don't know what's going on. If he's unhappy, he's not getting his catches. I get it because he's a competitor, but your team is 4-0, bro. Your team is fucking 4-0. We're 4-0. This gauntlet, I mean, you think about it, you had to go to Kansas City and win. The Rams who wanted you. The Cowboys who know you. Right? And go to Tampa where you struggled. And we leave here 4-0. It's nothing but to build. I'm not going to jump out the window saying this person got to go. And we've been through that before. We've been through that with Sean Desai. We let this guy go and it was fucking hell. Let this offense build camaraderie. Let us get through these games. Let us get a, bye week 8, and let us see where we're at midway through the season before we start talking about getting rid of this person and this person can't do this and this person can't do that. I think you have to let things kind of develop and take some time and look at, all ain't too many teams out there clicking on all cylinders. So give us some time. And one thing I didn't like, they started force feeding AJ the ball. Like, fuck him, bro. He can pout and shout and do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's a team game, man. I'm an Eagle fan. Whoever puts on that uniform, that's what I'm rocking with at the end of the day. I'm not saying fuck him, but it's just like, if he want to be, I don't know if he was doing anything, if he's sitting there shit face, stone face. Look, I don't know, bro. Right? I don't know. But I just can't imagine a situation where anybody would give anything to the media, a quote or something that would do anything to derail or put a kink in this 4-0 start. Yeah, it's ugly. It's looking ugly. Yeah, you could say we could have lost. And when people say this, oh, if this person catches the ball, y'all probably lose. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? It wasn't like that was the last play of the game. It was like a minute left and maybe 2 minutes left in that Kansas City game if they score. What do people just talk and run with these fucking narratives and they have no clue what they're talking about. Oh, if this person would have caught the ball. Oh, if this person, fuck all that bullshit. We did what it take. Even this game, Tampa Bay had every chance to win this game. When it was time to make the play, we made the play to win the game. Period. So I don't want to hear the bullshit, because the week you watch Twitter and you're watching people's posts and things like that, and what people saying, and Kevin Patullo's the god, right? Oh, he's doing this. Oh, the offense figured itself out. And then an hour later, oh, get rid of this man. Oh, he got to be fired. Oh, we got to stop the bullshit. We got to stop the bullshit. Some games are going to be one ugly in football. But the team is 4-0. And we got a chance to be 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. So let's take it 1 week at a time. These guys are professionals. They know exactly what they have to do. And it's his first time calling plays, bro. If we wasn't so successful, we would probably still have Shane Steichen here, right? We would probably have Shane, and we'd probably be doing what the Lions do. Pass the ball 400 yards and ain't winning a fucking thing. Y'all just want the glitz in. Oh, my quarterback threw for 500 yards and still lose. I want the win no matter how it look. I want the trophies no matter how it look. That's what I'm about. So give it time. This is a team game where you're going against other teams that are trying to stop you. This is not Madden where you can do what you please. There are teams out there that are going to try to scheme you up. There are teams out there that are going to try to stop you. And sometimes it's going to look horrible. But at the end of the day, the 3 phases, special teams, defense, and offense, they all did their part enough to win the game. When the offense, they put up the points, right? The 24 points, special teams put up 7 points. The defense in the clutch came up with a big sack, and they came up with a big interception, just like we did last year. Every game we won last year wasn't just grandioso blow a fucking team out. Some games were close. Cleveland, the Panthers. But at the end of the year, you don't give a fuck about that. As long as you improve on your goal, and by the end of the year, you put yourself in position to say, all right, it's a tiebreaker between us and Tampa, we win. It's a tiebreaker between us and the Rams, we win. That's all you're worried about. You don't care how you want it. Now, yeah, I admit it's aspects of this team that has to get better. I think if they want to compete for a Super Bowl, they got to put it all together. Again, we got to put it all together, all phases, and it's getting there. One part I don't like is the outshot pass rush. It was too long, man. We got it up the middle there at the end, but nobody's coming free on the air. I'm sitting there back, saying like, Josh Sweat was here. Josh Sweat getting back there. So we got to get better off them edges, with that pass rush, because we letting quarterbacks stand back in there a little bit too long for my liking, and I don't like that. And it's going to be a team or two that this shit is going to bite us. But last year it bit us. We might be 13-4 when it's all said and done. Washington lost today. We ain't happy about that. They lost to Atlanta. Were they 2-2 now, or something like that? We 4-0. We 2 games up on them. Like, let's work. Things are looking good. I'm not going to sit up here and jump out the window because people jumped out the window last year. Everybody wanted Nick Sirianni gone. Half of the fan base. They wanted Nick. I was sitting back like, this is fucking ridiculous. Now, it is a point where I'm going to jump and say, all right, this shit got, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there. These are great teams, man. We played, bro. We played 4 great teams. You can say what you want about the Cowboys and whatnot, but that first game, they thought they was world beaters. Think about it, Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl contenders. The Rams, who everybody thought is better than us and should beat us and retooled to beat us. Tampa Bay, they say they had our number. We beat all them motherfuckers. We 4-0. What are we talking about? What are we talking? We could easily be 2-2. We could easily be 1-3, as people say. But we're 4-0. I'm taking that shit and I'm riding with it. I'm riding with that shit. We understand we got these dudes. Let the professionals handle professional shit. They know what got to be done. They know what got to be fixed. They looking at the tape probably right now on the flight home and shit. They probably been digested the whole game by the time they land back in Philadelphia with a whole new objective on how to do things by Wednesday when they get to practice. Like, let them do what they're gonna do, and we gonna do what we gonna do. We gonna talk and we gonna pontificate and talk about this and we gonna talk about that, and that's fine too. But I'm not ready to jump out the window quite yet. I don't think any rash decisions need to be made because, again, we're a victim of our own success. We could probably still have Shane Steichen here if he wasn't winning those Super Bowls. We would still have Kellen Moore here if he wasn't winning. That's what comes with winning. We keep losing fucking coordinators. So it's going to take time, bro. It's going to take time. Now, we could have easily got, outside guy, but they wanted to hire with inside. The former passing game coordinator. He's been the passing game coordinator since umpteen when they were throwing the ball over the fucking yard and AJ was getting his 1,200, whatever. He was the passing game coordinator. But it's different call. I keep telling people it's a different call. It takes time. I would say about maybe 6 or 7 games before you get in your rhythm. And then it's the adjustments when people take something away. But then it's like, yeah, you got mad. It ain't just him. There's other people working with him. There's other people in the box giving him suggestions. He's got to take heed to what them OGs upstairs is giving them, like, yo, this is what's going on here. Boom. And then the offensive line is not playing that fucking good right now. Let's keep it a buck. It ain't necessarily the play calling to me, it's the play result. It's not the play call, it's the play result, in my opinion. Because some of these runs, Saquon, they sending these run blitzes and he's getting knocked off his fucking rocker before he can get going. They're playing him the way people used to play Derrick Henry. You can't let the wheels get going. People are stopping the wheels from going on Saquon. So when they think and they know, and the one thing is a little bit predictable, keep running on first down. I'll give them that. But they sending like kamikaze missiles to get him going east and west instead of north. And then people's coming off the blocks. Landon Dickerson's not playing that good. Cam Jurgens is not playing that good. Lane Johnson is hurt, bro. Let's keep it a buck there. Last year, we was crackbacking motherfuckers. Mekhi Becton was moving bodies. Lane Johnson was spinning, cracking motherfuckers' heads. Now they getting pushed back and shit. Like I was in there or something. Like somebody who got no fucking, a 40-year-old man in there blocking and shit with bad knees. That's what these guys look like in there. You feel me? So that's another thing. But then you got also Jordan Mailata saying, look, we just 1 or 2 blocks away. We're 1 or 2 blocks away. So give it time. It's going to. One thing about this team, like I will be nervous right now if they look like Super Bowl contenders this early. Even though we still busting everybody's ass, we still 4-0. I will be nervous if we had it all together right now. I would be. I want to start seeing us next week in a week, maybe like 6 or 7, especially coming out of that bye. I want to see this team hit its stride with about halfway through the season. Right? And start clicking on all cylinders. That's what I want to see. Right? So, yeah, it's things to talk about. It's things to improve upon. But I'm not really willing to jump all the way out the window because the team is 4-0. And no matter, even if the team was 2-2, I still wouldn't be there. These are great teams, great coordinators we're going against. Think about it. You're going against McVay. You're going against Andy Reid, Steve Spags. You're going against Bowles with that organization in Tampa Bay. All world-class coaches. And all those teams got great players. They're NFL players. So we got out of there with the win. Well, what else do you want? Now the AJ situation, man. I hope it doesn't reach a breaking point. And again, um, I just hope it doesn't reach a breaking point because I don't know. I mean, the routes and thing. AJ's a player that you can put him. I don't give a fuck what he's running. He should be open. So we will know when people start doing their film study and shit like that. I ain't got time for that shit. When people start doing their film studies, we'll get to see whether he was open or he had the blanket on him, or maybe Jalen Hurts wasn't letting that shit go. The defense was bright. I don't know. We'll see in the next couple of days. Then we can make a better determination of what's going on. But I love him as a player, and he's the reason, one of the reasons we had so much success. And I'm not saying I don't want him going. Hell no. I want them to work it out with him because once he's gone, it changes the whole offense. I want AJ to be in Philly at least another 2.5, 3 years, bar minimum. So they got to find a way to get him some catches and shut his ass up because I feel him. Like we feel him. We see it, and it's like, I could see if you was losing though. Like I seen neighbors pissed off and shit. You're losing by 20, you're winning. That's the part I just don't understand. Now it's okay to be frustrated, but to be sending tweets and shit, some biblical tweets, and if he even sent it for, I don't know, but I ain't got time to feed into that shit, bro. For real. I just hope everything is gonna be cool, and I hope that we'll wait to see. We'll wait to see what that. I'll talk about that later. But that is what it is, man. That's my thoughts on the game. Again, the Commanders lost. Dallas probably about to lose another hour here. I'm excited because it was a point in time. Not that I thought we was gonna lose the game, but I'm like, man, we left too many opportunities on the table for this team to get back in the game. And that's the thing about sometimes jumping out fast on a team, even though you love to do it, it's hard to maintain it. The Rams found out last week. You get that adrenaline rush, you up there, and now you kind of get conservative and take your foot off the gas. And we were doing that in 2023. We were getting out on teams early, and they was coming back on us and shit. And that's what happened in that stretch where we started losing games. We jump out on somebody, then they come back and beat us. We jump out, they come back and beat us. So let's see a sustained. Damn, I'm tripping. Messing up my iPad, pushing random buttons. Let's see a sustained. I want to see the offense, the defense, and the special teams put it together through 4 quarters. But again, we got 3 phases. When we need the special teams to come through, they came through. When we needed the offense to come through, they came through. When we needed the defense, they came through. They came up clutch. One with that interception, Baker trying to do too much, and one, with that the fumble too as well. But our rookies, Jahai Campbell, even though he looked great, he got burnt. Makuba should have had knocked that ball down. These are the prices that we're paying for rookies. Fortunately, last year, it wasn't too many instances where we had to pay for Cooper DeJean, and my boy Quignon's a dog, bro. Let me just say, Quignon's a dog. We never really had to pay for them, except that one game where Thielen routed up Cooper, but we still won that one. But today, we kind of paid the price for having rookies. So hopefully, they can get it together, and that'll be the growing pains. And this team is going to be, for years to come, this team is going to be great, bro. Because think about it, next year, we're going to get a fuck. We're going to get some edge rushers next year. And we got young guys. Yeah, we're going to be straight, bro. I say enjoy the ride. This is the best era of Eagles football. Again, I come from the blackout age where you knew they ain't have a shot at winning. Like, we used to be the laughing stock. You had Bobby Hoyen out there and shit. Rodney Peete. Coy Detmer, these motherfuckers out there, you knew you wasn't winning the game. You hope that you can just be competitive. And you never knew if the game was even coming on TV. We come from that era to greatness, man. So I'm enjoying this shit. I haven't had to worry about losing. I forgot what it felt like to lose. It's been so long. You feel me? 20 straight wins, 18 straight wins. Let's enjoy this shit, bro. Let's enjoy it. But that's my thoughts, man. I got other shit to do. We working, baby. We working, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. We'll be recording the podcast tomorrow. We missed it Friday. We missed it. We're going to talk about them. Commanders lost. Oh, the Commanders fan. God, it was a good game, though. Because they actually had, I watched on YouTube TV. They had a simulcast. So I was watching both of the games. And it was a good game, though. They kept fighting. But Atlanta was just too much for him. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Fly Eagles fly. Peace.